So, someone requested that I continue with what I was talking about people who are between ages 25 to 40. And please, thank you a lot for your feedback. It seems you are heading somewhere. Now, let me first of all answer this question. Why is this age between 25 and 40 important? According to a psychologist by the name Eric Erikson, he talks about this age is called intimacy versus isolation. Meaning, in this stage you are in, you either develop your intimate life the right way, otherwise you shall suffer from isolation, rejection. And this age between 25 and 40, this age where you develop your relationships. Now, psychologists tells us that at the age between 34 and 35, that is the age where a lady is very, very, very fertile. In fact, they say that the brightest and the most clever children are born by people who are between age 34 and 35. So usigoje kuzaa mtoto na 50 ama 60, maybe hatashika hesabu. So this age, unless you like develop the right relationships, have the right intimate relationships, it will affect your future either positively or negatively, because it's called intimacy versus isolation. Now, because this is a stage of developing relationships, one thing you need to do as a person in this age is to make sure you break all the unhealthy soul ties, because of your past relationship, you develop a lot of unhealthy soul ties, and they also affect you concerning your future relationships, because you are tied to someone. You are tied to someone whom you had a relationship with when you were 20, when you were 30. And when you try to relate to another person, your heart is still occupied. You can be married spiritually, you can be married mentally, you can be married emotionally. Some people are not married legally, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you are still married to the other person. And that is why you need to know your soul ties and break them. Now, your unhealthy soul ties leads to what we call unhealthy patterns. That's why unaonanga unapata relationship nafikiri ita work, but unakuta kujua 1 year after this person is behaving like the other person, because there is a pattern. And as a wise person, you need to discern those unhealthy patterns and also break them. And if you can't do it on your own, you also need to ask for help. Another thing that is most important you're supposed to do, because someone asked me in the comment section, what are we supposed to do? Now, this is what you're supposed to do. Because of the relationships you have developed and many of them have not worked. So what happens is your heart is left loaded with baggage and luggage and bitterness and unforgiveness and pain and hate and anger. You know, there are some people you relate with them, within the first week you realize they are angry. Ukifanya tu kitu kadogo au umesema tu usikimesema tu kitu kidogo, even unataka tu mcheke, like you want to joke, this person ana overreact. This acting and reacting and overreacting is a sign of a person who has a lot of baggage. So what you need to do if you're between age 25 and 40 is to make sure that you offroad yourself, so that your heart will be clean and you have to have space to attract the right person. If you continue harboring the anger and the bitterness, you shall always attract the wrong people in your life, and they will add to the hate, you are going to add to the anger. So make sure, if there are things you need to confess them out. Look for someone you can trust and speak these things out and heal. Because if you do not heal, in your old age, you become a bitter person. Utakuwa so bitter mpaka uwe kama mshawi. So what you need to do is make sure you forgive. And you don't forgive for reconciliation. We forgive for our own personal peace. You don't forgive so the other person can change. No, you forgive for your own personal peace. So you need to forgive and to let go. The songs people sing here in TikTok and the things people like, you realize people are very angry and bitter and hateful. And so moinaga jibo cia demegano, like unasikia wewe mtu anaiba wimbo ya kukatana katana because this person is bitter, that bitterness is coming out through a song. So mimi nasema people between this age as early as now, don't poison your heart. You deserve a better future, and all that you need to do is, what you need to do is heal. The last most important point is about rejection. Most of us in this age, because of our relationships, we suffer from what we call relational rejection. Now, we shall always be rejected by people. Utasaidia mtu then akureject, akubetray. This code drive, you better accept that. Ile kitu kibaya ni self rejection, kujikataa. Don't internalize the rejection. You are a beautiful soul, you are a beautiful person, you are cute, you are handsome. There's nothing wrong with you. Ni huyo mtu ambaye hakujua value yako. So, what you need to do is accept yourself. Usijiulize what is wrong with me kwa sababu kaenda kwa yule mwingine. And that's why we always want kujua alienda kwa nani ili tujicompare. That comparison will kill you. There's nothing wrong with you. Ni huyo mtu alikuwa na shida, si wewe. Ni huyo relationship ilikuwa na shida, si wewe. Accept yourself, accept your body image, accept your life, and that self-acceptance will lead to self-healing. It's very important. Mtu akikureject, don't reject yourself. You're not an outcast or a misfit because someone rejected you. Ni huyo mtu hakuona your worth, ni huyo mtu hakuona value. Na mtu mmoja akaelezea vizuri, ukikutana na 1000 shillings note iko kwa matope, huitupi, you clean the 1000 notes, you dry it up because it has still value. Kuna watu wamekupaka matope, kuna watu wamekukataa, kuna watu wamekukanyigiria chini, but they never saw your value. Someone will see your value na atakuosha na atakukausha. At the end of the day, you will be usable. My point is very simple. Your value doesn't change because someone never saw it. So my advice to you is accept yourself. You're a person of value according to the Bible. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Then you also need to forgive yourself. We make many mistakes in this age in our relationships. And so we do a lot of bouncing back relationships. Unakatana huyu naenda kwa yule mwingine. And so unajikuta ya kwamba umefanya a lot of mess. This is age whereby many young people go through a wrong process of abortion because someone alikuingia kwa shida na huna pesa ya kulea mtoto, unajikuta sasa umecompromise even your values and your principles. You also need to forgive yourself. Usikubali mambo ikukule. Forgive yourself and let go and receive the grace of God and heal. And after you heal, tulisema last time, ulia ukiendanga, heal as you go. Heal as you go. Because the best is yet to come na the best iko hapo mbele. Lakini huwezi kutana na the best kutakaa pale uwe stuck na uwe stagnant. We call that arrested development in counseling. Let your life develop. Usiwe stuck in one spot because the future is waiting for you and the future is bright. I pray that the grace of God will be upon you and shall go well with you. Watu wa hiyo age mbarikiwe sana. If there's something I would like you to share, just share this because it is important information. Just share those 2 videos. Asanteni sana. We shall continue from there.